Hi everyone, this is your pal Kate Hart here, and today we are going to be doing another episode of Makeup Mondays. Now as of right now I already have my foundations and concealer on, so that way you can get an idea with a couple different brands, and I'll again do it on each side of the face. So this side here is the MAC side, this here is the House Lab side. However, today, because we're going to be working on bronzer, I'm going to use this side here as my Sephora side, and then I'll use this as my MAC side. I also have another brand I'm going to use. I'm going to use Lush, but what I'm going to do with the Lush, this is actually this is actually a little secret that I have come up with, so I get to share it with you. Anyway, share that secret with all your friends and whoever that you love. I mean, share this with this video with them, with this little secret that I. So, to go over some of the products here. So I have two Sephora bronzers here. Now this here is an older version of it, and of course I'm almost done this, so I got the updated version, which is just, it's pretty much the same thing, it's just, you know, a different casing to it. That one I think is just slightly lighter or darker, I forget. So this color here is this is the Sephora Los Cabos number 3. Spanish to me. My Spanish isn't that good. But here is what it would look like. And then my other Sephora product is this is the Sephora Bronzed. So this is kind of like their new, see that? This is like their new collection that's kind of like of the old. So this is called this is in shade 3, Santorini. Sounds like a martini. I wonder what flavor that would be. Interesting. And here's the color. So if you compare it to this guy here, this one appears to be a tad lighter, but really they're about the same. But I'm still going to apply both just so you can see the differences with those. And then my MAC bronzer. Just to point this out, the other two palettes that I showed you and this guy here, these are all powder bronzers. So this is the MAC bronzing powder in shade Golden. So this one is the lightest bronzer that I actually own. So this is actually really nice for like blondes and redheads. Or if you're going for, no matter what your color, if there's some kind of like a lighter contour that you're aiming for, then this is the guy for you. And then my other bronzer, this is another brand, and this is another brand I absolutely love, of course, when it comes to bath bombs and stuff, but this is by Lush, okay? And this is like a liquid cream. It's more liquid, but it's kind of creamy too. So it's like a liquid cream. They call it a skin tint, but this is like their version of a bronzer, and this is for all skin colors, skin types, and this is called Charisma. So this is a really nice product to use. So what I'm going to do, here's my little secret. I take the Charisma, that's my base, and I'll put it up in my temples, my cheekbones. Sometimes I do under the jaw, like I do the 3 thing, but not always, because sometimes it's a little too much for my face. But I find that if I just stick with my temples and I do my cheekbones, I've noticed that sometimes makeup artists have done my nose just a little bit, just a little touch of it, but see, my nose is already slim enough, it's not really necessary. So in this video, I'm just going to show you like the temples and my cheekbones, just so you can see the difference. If I do a little bit of my jawline, it's just because, oh, I have an extra product here or something. This way you can kind of like get the idea of different bronzers. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna start with the Charisma. That's what I use as my base bronzer. Sometimes I use it by itself too. I'm going to use this is my bronzer and blush brush. And you're gonna take the Charisma. And just remember, it's just a little bit. Now, sometimes I have to use a smaller brush just so I can, so actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my eyeshadow brush, just because this is a really small pot. I'm just going to delicately do this because this does come undone. So this is the Sephora side. Okay. Take the same brush here. And we're just gonna blend it in really nice. Oops. I got it on that side by accident, but it's okay. I'll just cover it again with the other product. This way you have that cream, that liquid cream as your base, and then putting powder over it just really defs it really nice. Okay. Now along my cheekbone here, we're going to take this compact powder, whatever the heck you call it. I forget off the top of my head. And that way you can see here. Now this I want to purposely show you the powder on its own, without the liquid cream bronzer, just so you can see a little difference here. Yeah, I think it looks good. Okay, now we're going to take on this side of my face the MAC bronzer, and this is in golden. We're going to take this brush again and do a little dab here, and we're going to start at the temple. Contour there for you. This is something very basic. Okay, and then like even if you wanted to do the liquid by itself, which I can show you just slightly underneath here. Alright, so this is the Charisma Lush Liquid Cream Bronzer by itself. I'm just going to show you on its own what it looks like. I know that this looks like a full face here of bronzer, but I just want you to see between this line and this line here, this is just the powder itself, and right underneath I just want to do a broad spectrum of it so you can see the liquid cream bronzer and how it makes so much of a difference already. And then this is the cream with the powder on top. So, alright, then there is your bronzer episode. Again, contouring comes out differently every single time. I just did something basic so you can see different types of bronzers, what I use, little secrets here and there, and just have fun with it. See you in the next episode.